But this chick smells of weed and carries a handgun and has literally bailed out of 3 or 4 high-profile alleged sexual assault cases in the past 2 years. This seems to be a very nefarious element to this story which nobody is talking about. So yeah, bombshell news. Conor McGregor is accused of assaulting a lady at an NBA game the other night. Media are going crazy for this. Conor haters are going crazy for this. And the MMA media, online and general shill media are literally just towing the line and not really having an opinion. But I think that I've uncovered a bombshell element to this story that nobody else is talking about, and I'm going to get into it here. Before I do, if you could subscribe, I'd really appreciate that. Cheers. Here we have the BBC News. Conor McGregor accused of assaulting a lady at the NBA game, right? So look, in my opinion, this is shocking bombshell revelation type of stuff. I'm going to skim through the elements of the story that have already been covered. To be honest with you, they're a bit outlandish and a bit ridiculous. I'm not saying that they didn't happen, but to me, it doesn't sound practical or probable, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So basically what we have is we have a legal representative who has put together a letter, sent it to Conor McGregor, to the Miami Heat and to the Miami Police Department, outlining the alleged violent assault on an anonymous woman. That's where we are. So going off this article, the City of Miami Police said an investigation has been opened. A lawyer for McGregor said that the allegations are false. The UFC said, listen, we're investigating it ourselves. And this is the part that seems to have flown under the radar and probably is the most bombshell part for me. The woman's lawyer, Ariel Mitchell, said her client had been watching Game 4 at the NBA Finals on Friday, June 9th, before the alleged incident happened. So when everyone else that had covered this story on YouTube, online, on Twitter, it pretty much just breezed past that part of the story and went straight to the incident and to the juicy bits. But I don't think they knew how juicy this part of the story actually was. So the woman's lawyer is Ariel Mitchell, and a simple Google search will bring up exactly who Ariel Mitchell is and what she's been up to recently. And you see that mystery multi-million Me Too lawsuit against Snoop Dogg, Trey Songz and Chris Brown all end. What's the common denominator in all these massively rich, affluent superstars being accused of an assault by an unknown woman? Well, the common denominator is Ariel Mitchell. She seems to be the lawyer behind all these cases. So here's an interesting one that just happened last year. Woman claims attorney offered her $200K to lie to Trey Songz to make him the next R. Kelly. I don't know who Trey Songz is, I never heard of him, but apparently he's some big deal singer-songwriter who was being accused of sexual assault by an anonymous Jane Doe, and the lawyer was Ariel Mitchell, which is quite interesting. A woman is coming forward against a lawyer allegedly working to turn Trey Songz into the next R. Kelly. Transcript from a recent court hearing in Songz' assault lawsuit surfaced and seemingly painted the singer as a victim of an alleged conspiracy. A woman named Mariah Thielen testified that she met with Ariel Mitchell in April 2021 and was offered a bribe, according to TMZ reporting on this. Thielen claims to have met Mitchell, the attorney who is suing Conor McGregor at the moment, at a bar in Miami in April 2021 and was offered between $100,000 to $200,000 if she agreed to lie and say that she witnessed Songz sexually assault Jeffries. Thielen also claims that Mitchell smelled like weed during this meeting and was carrying a handgun. I think that is enough of a bombshell right there in that sentence to really form an opinion on what is happening to Conor McGregor right now. But we'll read on. Mitchell's partner, George Vrabec, withdrew from the case, citing multiple grounds for withdrawal under the Florida rules of professional conduct. Mitchell and Vrabec have a history of withdrawing from sexual assault cases. The two lawyers previously withdrew from a $20 million lawsuit against Chris Brown after the singer produced text messages and voicemails from the alleged victim confirming their friendly relationship. Okay, it's not cut and dry, but it's definitely interesting, right? The lawyer who has sent these letters of accusation towards Conor McGregor, towards the Miami Police Department, towards Miami Heat, UFC, pretty much attempting to destroy Conor McGregor's reputation. Not that he's not doing it himself, but this chick smells of weed and carries a handgun and has literally bailed out of 3 or 4 high-profile alleged sexual assault cases in the past 2 years. This seems to be a very nefarious element to this story which nobody is talking about, obviously and predictably. Of course, this doesn't mean that these allegations weren't in fact true. We don't know at this stage, but what it does do is it gives us another layer to think about in terms of who the accusers are, what their track record is, and what exactly is behind these accusations, whether it be a legitimate assault or whether it be monetary gain from someone who has done this over and over and over again, and in the end it's all fallen down. All these assault cases have seemed to dissipated into thin air, and this person has been left with egg on her face. Hopefully with this little bit of extra information we might be able to form a decent idea and a decent opinion on what exactly transpired on this night. As for Conor McGregor, dude, just go to the gym and go and fight and stop acting a fool. It's ridiculous at this stage.